Oh, the race for the Golden Boot. Probably everyone's favorite race, I guess after the title race. Because, you know what, we love goals, don't we, Ali? You certainly loved goals.
Well, I didn't score enough of them,
The
but yes, I
plenty
loved
that
them.
you did score when you planted yourself just in front of the goalkeeper. All right. Of course, in an onside position, though.
Are you okay?
Most of the time.
We're going to get through
All
this?
right, so here's what we're going to do now, Ali. So we talk about the top scorers so far in the Premier League now. I mean, the usual suspects in the mix: Sergio Aguero, Mo Salah. We've even got Lukaku. He's very much in the mix. Mane, Hazard, Lacazette.
He had a great performance this weekend, Lukaku.
Behave yourself. Behave yourself. So I want you to give me your top 5, how you see them finishing, and why. So let's start off with number 5.
Oh, I can tell you who's not in the top 5.
Oh,
Lukaku!
You're terrible. The man was on a decent run until the other day.
Yes, was.
He'll come back. He'll bounce back. Right?
Maybe.
Don't worry.
How about Raheem Sterling?
Okay.
Yeah. Let's start with Raheem Sterling. And look, he just continues to score goals. And important goals for Manchester City. And I assume that Manchester City, when they play their matches, they're going to score in bunches. And so one of those guys that's going to be scoring goals is Raheem Sterling. He was actually a top 5 goal scorer last year. People may not even realize it.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah, well, so here's a guy that certainly is going to be there or thereabouts. He's always dangerous on that far post. He arrives there late. Tap in City. Raheem Sterling will score enough goals to be in the top 5.
Quickly before we move on to, because like you said, not many people will probably realize that he was in the mix last season as well. But what's just been so special about him this season?
Well, what you have seen from him is a growth and maturation. Now, there's some credit there to Pep Guardiola. Clearly, is a manager that has influenced Raheem Sterling in a positive manner. But you can also tell that there has been work done by Raheem Sterling, and that level of confidence allows him not only to put himself in situations where he can finish those chances, but actually he has shown an ability to have that calmness that perhaps he didn't have before. The other day when he scored the hat-trick, in that third goal, he runs in behind. The old Raheem Sterling would have taken it first time. The new Raheem Sterling cuts it back, chips it over the goalkeeper. See you guys later. Yeah, it's 3 goals for me. I'm a hero. See you guys later.
Boom shakalaka, my fellow Jamaican-born baller. Big up himself, Raheem. Moving on now. Hang on. You get to do your Venezuela. I'm going to do my Jamaica next. Number 4 now. Who's your man?
I'm going to go, and this was a difficult one, but I think that Pierre-Emerick is going to continue to score goals for Arsenal. They'll be in the race for the top 4. They're going to need his goals, and he has been good enough. Perhaps not taking the penalty against Spurs wasn't all that great, but he came back and scored a penalty against Manchester United.
You just had to throw that in there, didn't you?
I'm just saying. So a guy that is taking penalties is going to get an opportunity to score goals as well. Aubameyang gets in the top 4.
Good signing indeed. Paul Mariner, thanks you very much, Aubameyang. Moving on now, we're getting into the top 3. Who's your third man?
There's a sliding scale here.
Oh.
One of these guys, it's not hot. And by not hot, I mean hasn't scored since early February. Mohamed Salah. They're going to need his goals, Liverpool, but he's not going to score enough to get into the top 2.
But you pick him to bounce back despite this little run that's going on now.
Well, this is more than just a a run now.
That's what I'm saying.
This is like a full lap that we're doing.
And he needs that boost of confidence.
This is not the 100-meter dash. We're going on the 400-meter now.
1,600 meters.
I'm just... look, he is going to score goals, and I assume that he'll get back on track, but it'll be too late to catch the top 2. We're talking about the top 5. He's top 3, not quite top 2.
All right, before we get into top 2, let's see who else we have left. Eden Hazard, Lacazette, Mane, who is just always Mane on fire, Aguero and Harry Kane. So there can only be 2.
You think, okay, repeat the Sadio Mane thing?
Mane on fire.
Wow.
I stole that from our colleague Mark Donaldson, so I can't really take credit for that. So let's move on now. So
don't,
when you're stealing
don't, there is no credit to take. Don't.
So who is number 2 on your list?
Number 2 on my list is none other than...
Oh, you cheeky man.
Harry Kane.
Cheeky man.
Yeah. Well, here's part of the issue. Okay, Harry Kane's going to score a bunch of goals, and when Spurs scores, he's usually involved. But they're not going to score nearly as much as...
Dun, dun, dun.
Manchester City and Sergio Aguero.
We need to update his hairdo as well, because the blonde factor is like he's gone Super Saiyan.
But that changes on a weekly basis, so we can't keep up with this. All I can keep up with is the fact that Sergio Aguero is going to get opportunities to score goals. Now, the only thing that makes me a little nervous is that there may be times where Manchester City decides to rotate players. But since you're in a title race as it is right now, I don't think rotating would be the smartest thing. And so therefore, Aguero will get chances, will get opportunities, and when they go explosive, they score with the best of them. It is more likely that Manchester City is going to score 5 goals in a game than Spurs are. And so therefore, there may be a hat-trick or 2 there left for Sergio Aguero. He becomes the leading scorer.
I can't argue.
I mean,
with
it's
you
just
there.
simple logic at
It's
this
just
point.
simple logic. I mean, that man is absolutely brilliant. Well, before we go, since this is your top 5, if you had to choose on number 6 just to come in close to Sterling.
I mean, you are really fishing for Lukaku. It's not going to happen. Lukaku.
Forget about it.
I'm going to say Sadio Mane.
Sadio Mane would be your number 6.
Well, yes, because I don't have a problem with Eden Hazard, but Chelsea just don't score goals. And this is
a goal-scoring competition.
Yes, correct.
Exactly.
I would say Sadio Mane just.
All right. Thank you so much, Alejandro Moreno. I'm sure they would be honored to have made your list,
sure.
knowing that you are an absolute top goal scorer as well. Well, there you have it. We'll continue tracking the race for the Golden Boot here on ESPN FC.